Hey guys, welcome back to the Sal Pitera channel, and today we have an exciting interview for you. The newest cruise director in the Carnival fleet, Cruise Director Deon, and we'll be back to have that interview right after this.
Well, my name is Deon. I'm a newly promoted cruise director. I've just started with Carnival. This is my second cruise as a cruise director here on.
Really?
Yes.
Wow,
Yeah.
what did you do prior?
I taught kindergarten for a year.
Wow, that's a big change.
Yeah, a huge change. I went to Southern Arkansas University, and I graduated with my BA in theater. And so I was looking for something that was more performance based, and ended up here. My good friend told me about it. So.
Now, did you work for Carnival in any other position, like in the entertainment department?
Yes, Fun Squad. I was just entertainment staff, like my team, Gabriel and Jessica and all them. I was bingo host, comedy, 2 years.
What ships were you?
I was on first the Ecstasy out of Charleston, South Carolina, and then I went to the Sunshine. It was out of New York, and it went down, changed ports a lot, and then I came here to the Sensation, and then I went back to the Ecstasy as the cruise director covering, and then they promoted me, and now I'm here for 4 months.
Of those ships, which was your favorite?
My favorite, Sunshine, definitely the Sunshine. I mean, it's a bigger ship. I like the smaller ships because smaller ships are more personable. You get to know people, the guests a whole lot more. But the Sunshine it's a very unique ship, and I just love the feeling of the people that were there, and it was amazing people that came and cruised, and that's really what makes a cruise ship what it is the people.
So let's talk about finding the job. You said a friend told you about a job with Carnival. How does one actually get a job with Carnival in the entertainment department?
So now we have carnivalentertainment.com if you're into entertainment, where they have a breakdown of all the different sub-departments of that department, and you can choose which one fits you the best. But my good friend Steven Stamps, he told me about it, and he said go through Castaway. It was this Castaway thing back when I first started, and I did it, sent my resume, then I did an online interview, and then we did other interviews on top of that before they gave me the job as Fun Squad.
How often do you get to return home?
Once about every 6 months. So my first three contracts, well, my first two were 6 months. My last one before I got promoted, it was an 8-month long one because they needed me to extend and help out a little bit more. And then this one's just a 4-month. And then I go home for a month and then come back.
Are you married, girlfriend?
No, single. Yeah, the job, I mean, it takes a lot, and it's hard sometimes to have a relationship. I mean, some people on board have their own relationship and they're married, and we call it, well, they link IDs. We call it the ship marriage, where wherever ship your spouse goes to, you go to as well. They try to keep us together a lot.
Oh, very cool. I never knew that.
Yeah.
I know a lot of the room stewards I've talked to are married and have families back at home.
Yeah, some of them have families back at home, but if you end up marrying somebody that works on cruise ships, Carnival is really good about keeping you together.
So kindergarten is a big change.
Yeah.
Now, you said you majored in theater?
Yes.
So is that why you thought the entertainment on Carnival would be a good fit for you?
Yeah, I wanted to do something performance-based. At first, I was like, I want to move to New York, go for the dream, do Broadway and all that stuff. But I feel like life led me to a different era, and hopefully, I don't know. We'll never know what life puts me in. But right now, it's cruise ships. So.
Did you like teaching?
Yeah, I enjoyed it. I really did. I love being around kids, and I can always go back to it if I get tired.
It's funny because you're a kindergarten teacher in your choir, and here you are wearing Build-A-Bear.
Build-A-Bear with the kids.
I watched you in there.
Yeah.
So you're definitely very, very good with kids. So let's talk about cruising in general as a staff member.
Okay.
What's the best part and what's the worst part?
The best part of cruising is that I get to go to different parts of the world for free. I get to go on excursions, see the culture, and also we work with over 70 different nationalities on board alone on this ship. So I get to learn about their cultures, their home life, and a lot of times we become friends, and when we go on vacation, we go to the country that they're from and they show us around. So I think that's the perk of just getting to meet people from a different background, totally different, because I'm from Arkansas, so it's totally different from being at home, and so it's nice just to get to know different people. The thing that's hard about working on cruise ships, I would say, is not being able to see your family every day. Sometimes you think about them. I mean, I can call my mom whenever, but sometimes I wish she was here, or I wish she could see like some of the things that I'm doing right now. I mean, she comes cruise with me every now and then, but it's, you miss home naturally.
So as the cruise director, when I started cruising 20 years ago, the cruise director really put the schedule together. And I talk to John Heald on Facebook a lot, and he tells me more and more that corporate really does the schedule. How much direct involvement do you have in the actual entertainment directive of what's happening on board the ship?
We got a good amount of direction on that. So corporate will send us certain things that we must do, like every ship must do Dr. Seuss's Palooza Parade and Story Time. We must have trivia parties, but I have the choice of choosing what kind of trivia party I want, like if I want to do decades or Motown or 80s and 90s. So we have that leeway. We have a standard welcome aboard show where everybody has to do a welcome aboard show a certain kind of way. It's certain little quirks that each cruise director does a little bit differently, and that's what brings our own and ourself into that. We have some ships have Clue, the murder mystery. The ship just got it, and so that's another added thing that they gave to us, and we use lip sync battle. A lot of the programming is from corporate, but we just choose where to put it if we want to use it as well.
Have you ever had, and I know this is only your second one, but are there any ideas that you have? A lot of people who cruise, like me, love being on board, and we like to say that even a bad day on a cruise ship is better than a great day at home.
Yeah.
Are there any activities that are like outside the norm that you think you can bring to the fleet?
Oh, that's a good question. I have some ideas. I'm actually working on a show that I'm going to be like acting and singing, and I want guest involvement too, where I'll teach them like some choreography and stuff, and they'll be a part of my show. The show's going to be based around my childhood and like with my father being with me and all this stuff. So that's one thing I'm working on, and our VP of entertainment, she's encouraging me to do it and get it done. So that's one little added thing that I want to do. And we're still brainstorming about more things that we want to add, and we got a lot of stuff ahead in the future, especially coming up with XL and Panorama.
Okay, let's talk about a couple harder questions.
Okay.
The questions that the people who watch my channel ask on a regular basis.
Okay.
Let's talk about the tipping with Carnival. First of all, does the cruise director get a portion of the tips that gets leaked?
No, we don't. We're salary based, so the tipping only goes to housekeeping, the bar staff, and dining room staff. Okay. So that's mainly where all the tipping goes. But for his entertainment, all entertainment, we're based on salary.
Now, I'm a firm believer that the tipping policy on Carnival is fair, and that the staff on here works tremendously hard and quite frankly very underpaid for what they do. But recently Carnival announced that they were increasing the tipping policy on drinks by 3%.
Okay.
And no less than 24 hours later, a memo circulated from Carnival that 2% of that wasn't actually going to the bartenders, that it's actually going to go to corporate to pay for expenses that traditionally the company would be responsible for, so ultimately goes to the company's bottom line.
Yeah.
How did that affect morale on board? Do the employees think that's fair, or?
I would say I haven't seen too much negativity about it. I haven't really heard much. I mean, you hear some people are like, it's not fair, and some people are like, it's okay. They get a little bit more than what they have been getting. So it's always 50-50 or some 75-25 some. It's just, I wouldn't say the crew morale is low. I would say that they're happy that it is becoming better, but we know that expenses are a little bit higher, and we're trying to make sure that our guests have the best bang for their buck. And that's what Carnival prides themselves off of. They're not trying to take too much from you, and they try to keep it at a basis of, how can I say this? They're just trying to make sure that everybody is happy, the best way they can while trying to make sure that they are able to take care of the expenses back ashore for everything else.
And this next question, again, I know you don't get tipped directly. Which is better, handing somebody cash or keeping it on your sign and sale account?
I'm a firm believer handing them cash. I think it's always better handing them cash. Yeah, definitely.
All right, and then another question is, recently Carnival, John Heald on Facebook announced that Carnival is no longer going to have free room service, which I totally understand Carnival's point. A lot of food gets wasted.
Yeah.
If you walk down the hallway
Yeah,
at
you see.
midnight, you see full plates of food
Yes.
everywhere. But that immediately came with a little bit of backlash that over the years, Carnival seems to drop a lot of things that used to be a traditional part of cruising, like the captain's cocktail and free drinks and tablecloths on the tables, and just a lot of little things that were either dropped or that now the cruise line, and not just Carnival, cruising in general. Now costs you for. What are your thoughts on that?
I think it's just the thing of trying to make sure that they're keeping up with the costs and trying to make sure that everything is handled. I mean, as the years go on, things become more and more expensive. So they gotta. I think that's with every major company. You have to do some cuts to some things to make sure that they don't raise the amount it costs to cruise on board. So it's. I don't know how to explain it. It's just hit or miss. You know, sometimes they try to keep the same amount that you pay per cruise, but sometimes costs do go up, so they try to find ways to keep that amount cost there so that they can still give you the vacation that you want and make it affordable.
All right, last question, and this is just between me and you. I promise nobody watches my channel. What do you know about the XL? What can you tell us that nobody knows?
I wish I could tell.
Nobody watching, trust me.
No, I honestly wish I could tell you. They literally keep that sealed. They don't even really address anything. I don't even think the people that are going on Excel fully knows everything. All I know is that they show that we're gonna have a new Sky Tramp. I'm pretty sure you've probably seen it. It's on. Yeah, the roller coaster and also trampolines too. They're gonna have a whole thing where.
Nobody knows that.
Okay, well, it's broadcasted everywhere right now. I think they put it up, and so letting people know. So it's a lot of added stuff. So also we're gonna have a whole lot of new entertainment, and it's impeccable. It's gonna be amazing. So I hope you're ready for that as well. I mean, I think it's amazing, but you have to keep up with our competitors. Like everybody else is trying to do the best in the next biggest thing, so of course Carnival has to do it.
The most amazing thing and the scariest thing I've ever heard. What worries me is that you're going to be the person underneath of that roller coaster who, when the person on that roller coaster has been drinking a little bit and then gets a little nauseous on the roller coaster, that worries me.
Yeah.
But the benefit of having a roller coaster on sea, I think everybody's really excited
about
the
it.
XL class in general.
Yeah.
So that's it. That's my interview with, I would imagine, Carnival's newest cruise, Deon, who I gotta say has done an amazing job here on board the Sensation. So I definitely look forward to sailing with you again. Thank you for the interview.
Thank you.
And I'll see you on board your next Carnival cruise.